What's happening, y'all? Swing Trade Sunday. Y'all know how we do. Now, these last couple weeks, I didn't really have a swing trade set up, but this week I got a good one. Finally, I haven't been swing trading the past couple weeks, but I got one I'm putting in for Monday. So just like always, I'm gonna give you swing trading education, look at the whole market, all of that. So I'm gonna give y'all the play. Um, so let's start from the top. First, we're gonna go to we're gonna look at BTI, the total stock market index, and see that looking. All right. So this is on a daily time frame. Um, September is a month where the stock market goes down. And we can already see that last week the stock market went down a lot. Um, it looks like we close to a bottom. We might could go up a little bit um according to the chart, but we still got room to go down. So I kind of feel like next week we might the total stock market we might get a little pop at the beginning of the week and probably continue to go down. Um, just basing it off of the Bollinger Band and the oversold, it looked like we kind of oversold at the moment. So I'm expecting a little bit of bullish action maybe in the early week. So that's total stock market. Let's look at um, let me pull up the fear and greed index real quick. So with the fear and greed index, of course, you want to be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. So with the fear and greed, there's fear in the market. There's fear in the market. When there's fear in the market, you can expect the market to go up. So I'm expecting a little bit of bullish run. I think the stock market might go up at least the first day or two next week. But we are in September, so if the market go up a little bit, don't let it fool you. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm gonna look at the VIX, which is the volatility index. The volatility index is inverse. So when the volatility index is up, the stock market is going down when and vice versa. So let's look at the VIX. So the VIX is up. The VIX is up. It's at the top of the Bollinger Band. So ain't no telling. It looked like the stock market does have room. Look like the VIX might be trying to go down next week. So the stock market might be going up. So overall, it looked like the stock market might be going up a little bit next week, but I would approach with caution because September is the a down month. Historically, every September the market goes down, which means for your buy and hold, you know what I'm saying, get these stocks on a discount. Without further ado, though, I got one play for y'all this week. Um, I ain't gonna drag this one out too long. I only got one play, so let me show y'all what I'm looking at for this week. And I think I'm actually trade this one to be real. Um, of course, I'm gonna use a smaller time frame to plan my entry and exit, or plan my entry. But I'm looking at PayPal this week, and I'm gonna show y'all why I'm looking at PayPal. So on a swing trade, you want to look at mainly the daily chart is the most important, but I also look at the 4 hour and 1 hour and stuff like that. So we're gonna start with the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, we got on a stochastic later, which is this one all the way down here at the bottom with the orange and blue lines. As you can see, we're at the bottom. This blue line is at the bottom, which means we're oversold. You move up from that on the RSI, and according to the RSI, we are oversold. Bring that back down. We're oversold according to the Bollinger Band. So that I love putting the Bollinger Band on the RSI because if you look at this line coming down, it is actually outside of the Bollinger Band below. So if you're looking at it, I keep the Bollinger Band on the stock, but I also put it on the RSI. So let's look at the last time when this stock was oversold. So if we come back here in between April and May, when you see it came to the bottom of the Bollinger Band right here, and then you got like 6 green candles after that going up. So as you can see, we kind of resembling that same thing over here, where the stochastic was oversold, the RSI was at the bottom of the Bollinger Band, and the stock went from going down to going back up. So those are two reasons why I like this stock. Um, but there's more reasons why I like it. So let me go into that with y'all. So we um so I got this line drew across right here, and the reason why is because that's where the last day ended. So this black line that I got up right here going across, that was where the last day ended. So I wanted to go back and see if it was a key level of support or resistance, right? So I went back to see if we're at a level of support. So right here, this little red candle looked like that was a level of support right there. It looked like it was a level of support three times right here. Um, I mean, that's already enough. All I need is a good, four times to consider it a level of support. So it looked like we had a level of support. You want to buy calls at support and puts at resistance. So, okay, so we got the oversold on the RSI and the stochastic on the daily time frame. But also we got a divergence. So let me draw out the divergence for y'all, and then I'm gonna pull it up on Google. All right, so with the divergence, we making higher lows, and on the indicators, let me make this a little bigger. My favorite indicator, the best indicator for, hold on, let me clean that up. My best indicator for the RS for divergence is the RSI, right? So Palantir. So right where that higher right where I started this line at with the higher lows. So we could even start it right here. So if you notice, the RSI made lower lows. So the RSI made lower lows, the stock made higher lows, and the stochastic also made lower lows, right? So that's a divergence. So I'm gonna show y'all divergence so you can see it for real, and see what I'm talking about. So let me pull up the divergence. So this is what PayPal is looking like. So with the divergence, as you can see, you got different types of divergence: bullish divergence, bearish divergence. But when the price is making lower lows and the RSI oscillator basically is making higher lows, or it could be higher lows and lower lows, or you could do it off of the top, higher highs and lower highs, so on and so forth, right? So if you look at this and then you go back to PayPal, you can see that it has a nice divergence. So a divergence basically means that the stock is going to switch directions. So I'm going to put this trade in at some point tomorrow. Maybe I'm going to first let the morning play out and see what that do. But I'm going to put this trade in and I'm going to probably hold it until probably just the next morning, probably just a day into the next morning. So I'm expecting it to go up tomorrow and then the next day to go up in pre-market. As soon as the market open on that day, I'm pulling my money out and getting out of the trade. So PayPal was the best one I could find. It was really the only swing trade that I could find for the week. But you know what I'm saying? Always make sure you do risk management. Don't put your whole account into a trade, no matter what I say, no matter what anybody else say. Only risk like 20% of your account on any given trade. So that's what I'm gonna do. Probably like 20% of my account. I'm gonna do this one. On top of that, let me switch times. Let me go to the 4-hour time frame and see what that look like. So I even like the 4-hour time frame better, but the daily time frame is the most important to me on a swing trade. But I look at other time frames just for confirmation. So what I like the 4-hour time frame is that You know what I'm saying? The Bollinger Band is like the best cheat code um for support and resistance trading, right? So if you look, the Bollinger Band is this top red line. Every time it goes up to that, it starts to go down, or it uses it. It's like almost like a block, like a do not pass zone, right? Now, even though it can pass it, it don't go too far outside. So the top line is the top line is the red line at top is the upper end of the Bollinger Band, and this green line at the bottom is the lower end of the Bollinger Band. So we are outside of the lower end of the Bollinger Band. We got a divergence on the 4 hour time frame too, with higher lows on the stock and lower lows on the indicator. But we also got this, what's the red one? I got the 50. So we got this little hammer candle coming down to the 50 MA. The 50 MA, 20 MA, 200 MA is like the 50-day moving average, 20-day moving average. And moving averages play as a level of support and resistance, right? So it looked like it's doing a hammer candle bouncing off of that level of support. Plus my smooth MACD, it looked like it's about to turn from red to green. We're oversold on the stochastic and extremely oversold on the RSI. So before I get out of here, I'm gonna show y'all the hammer candle, just so y'all could see. So a hammer candle is a reversal candle. If y'all want to look at this, hammer candle is a reversal candle, but if it's at a level of support, even a better situation. So this is a hammer candle, whether green or red. A hammer candle is a price pattern candlestick chart that occurs when a security trades significantly lower and then it opens but rallies within that period to close near the open. So that means basically throughout the day, the stock started at a certain point, came all the way down, but buyers pushed it back up. So the long wick shows that it went down a lot during the day, but pressure pushed it back up. And a lot of times it is a reversal candle. As you can see in this picture right here, the hammer candle is best traded in either like in a down, most likely in a downtrend, uptrend as well. But in a downtrend, you got this hammer candle showing you a sign of reversal after the stock is going down. So if we go back to the chart on the 4 hour time frame, we got PayPal with a hammer candle. Hope y'all see this right here. So if you read in the chart, it reads from left to right. So the furthest to the right is what we're looking at. This was Friday. This was for the last 4 hours of the trading day on Friday. We got the hammer candle at the bottom of a downtrend, literally kissing this level of drawn level of support at this what's that? The 50-day moving average. Man, I like it. It's the best swing trade setup I've seen in a minute. So that's really it for this week, man. I feel like the stock market may pop, you know what I'm saying, the next day or two, just because of how much we went down. But we are in the month of September, and the stock market, September is usually the worst market. So use your risk management and don't follow anybody, you know what I'm saying, on the internet just because, but use this as like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, if I was thinking PayPal to swing PayPal, okay, boom, he gave me confirmation. But I feel real good about this one. It's gonna be my first swing trade in the past couple weeks because we were, you know what I'm saying, at the top of the market. So I was expecting it to come down. I was day trading it on the way down, and PayPal looked like it gave me a good swing trade. So y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. I'll be back next Sunday, but y'all can also catch me throughout the week, you know what I'm saying, with other day trading, regular education, you know what I'm saying, podcasts, all of that. So y'all like and subscribe.